headaches. You probably clicked on this video because you saw the title. I'm going to be talking about headaches today, why they come across, and this is more like a spiritual, psychological, emotional reasons, and I use the beautiful work from Louise Hay's book You Can Heal Your Life, and also other stuff, other reasons as well. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lisa Cerise. I love creating inspiring content that is spiritual, a little bit metaphysical, like all sort of like healing content. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. And so we're going to get into today's video. Also, check out my playlist. I've got a bunch of other things that happen in the human body, and these, a lot of them I've experienced myself and gone into the deeper meaning of what could be causing it. Now, I'm not a doctor, just a disclaimer. I share stuff on personal experience and from what I've read and learnt on my journeys. I also do a bit of sound healing and stuff like that on the side. So these are things that I've discovered working with people and also working with myself over the years. So yeah, anyway, into the video. So headaches, we have all had one. If not, then you must be like not human. But anyway, so headaches are something, and in Louise Hay's book, she's got migraines and headaches. So I'm going to read headaches first, what she says they are related to, and we're going to do some affirmations for these. And if you stay towards the end, I will be doing like a bunch of affirmations and a little bit of a sound healing for you to hopefully heal your headache, especially if you've got one, or when you do have one, you can go to that little end part. So in her book, she talks about, under headaches, it's all about invalidating the self-criticism and fear. So if you looking back at this, she's basically talking about and this is where you can look into it. If you keep getting reoccurring headaches and you're not quite sure what is going on, this is another aspect to look at, and I'm going to read some other reasons as well, or some other findings. And so this is something to note, like, are you being overly critical with yourself? How are you speaking to yourself? Can you look at the way that you speak to yourself on a daily, on just a normal day? Like, even like notice a 24-hour period and this stuff that goes through your head. Is it negative? Is it constantly like little niggles and judgments, or like little comments about how you did things, or criticizing the way you spoke to someone, or the way that you did something? These are all things to note, because especially if you're overly critical of yourself, this is a sign saying that you're actually causing the headache by this criticism. So the best thing to do is to be aware, because I know changing that voice, like especially if you're like, I'm 40 now, so when it's been like, I don't know when this voice started, but like maybe 5 years or something, like 35 years of being critical. It comes from our parents generally, so you watch and observe them, and if they are overly critical of themselves, then ding ding ding, you probably most likely are as well. Good way to find out what we like is go look at our parents. And so, yeah, when you realize this and you're aware of it, changing it straight away can be challenging, because it's wired into us. So noticing first is the first thing that you can do, and then you can work on stopping it or changing the story. If you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done like that, and be like, no, everything is perfect the way it needs to be. It just like, this is where you've got to have some acceptance and be like, well, if I could have done it differently, maybe I'll make a note for next time, because I can't go back in the past and change the past. We're living in the now every moment. So what can I do next time? And also don't judge yourself for it. Just acceptance and awareness and understanding, and be like, okay, things I would like to do differently, and then be that person. Just use the affirmations to wire that in. Her affirmation that she says is, I love and approve of myself. I see myself and what I do with eyes of love. I am safe. So that is very beautiful. I'm just going to also look in migraine, because I'm just going to lump these, the migraines and the headaches together in this video, just because I decided to. And so with the migraines, she says dislike of being driven. Interesting. Resisting the flow of life. Sexual fears. And they can be, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on here. They can usually be relieved with, so yeah, that's the migraine is a little bit different to the headache. I probably should have done 2 different videos, but that's fine. I'm here. And then the affirmation for this is, I relax into the flow of life, and I let life provide all that I need easily and comfortably. Life is for me. So you can distinguish which one may resonate to you more. And I will also read a couple of other psychological, emotional, and spiritual meanings behind like headaches and migraines. And so basically a psychological and a spiritual perspective, headaches and migraines are often viewed as a physical manifestation of deep inner pressure, mental over control, and unexpressed emotions. Rather than just random pain, the mind-body transitions. Rather than just random pain, the mind-body traditions see headache as forced pause, signaling that you are resisting change, carrying too much mental load, or living out of alignment with your true self. And so I'll just say, with the alignment with the true self, your true self doesn't want to criticize itself if you are quite self-critical. So that is something to note. Like, when we're living in alignment, we are in love and joy, and we're taking inspired action from that place. We're not beating ourselves up with everything we do, because our natural frequency is love and joy. It's up high, and then earth and just conditioning and stuff is kind of like pushed us down. So also self-imposed pressure, trying to be perfect, overthinking every decision. So that's the stories, overthinking, telling us we should do it this way, that way, whatever. Or should have had this conversation, should have said that, like the constant overthinking, and holding yourself to impossibly high standards. So yeah, I'm definitely a perfectionist, so I totally get that one. Also, if you have some suppressed anger, holding back frustration, resentment, especially towards yourself, that could be causing the pressure or the headache and mental exhaustion. So chronic multitasking, this is kind of, I feel like that's you know, in migraine especially, like it forces you to stop. So if you're super stressed and chronically just doing too much multitasking, it's like a forced pause, and needing to control every outcome, then you could find that they come up. It also, this says invalidation, not speaking your truth or ignoring your own gut feelings to please others, and some spiritual and more energetic body relations is like so the forced surrender is like a migraine because you have to physically stop, and it also stops you to be in like a dark, quiet room where you need rest and disconnect and surrender control. So it's almost like a sign that you need to go into like meditation, really, like it's forced rest. And you could see it as a blessing in a way. I know the timing is not always convenient when they come up, but you can actually be grateful for what it is your body is teaching you. And the more we can speak loving, kind words to our body and be like, thank you for giving me the message that I need to know right now, the more we can surrender into it and give that love back to our body, which then essentially heals it. Everyone can heal their body through love. Crown and third eye blocks. So you could be having a block with your third eye or crown, your connection to source, and the energy blocks in the upper chakras can be caused by over intellectualizing while cutting off intuition and spiritual flow. So if you're not allowing the flow of your intuition and like guidance, trying to over control or overcomplicate things, or just listening to too much or doing too much, is stopping that energy flow. Also, apparently, spiritual awakening symptom. Interesting. So rapid shifts in consciousness, sensitivity to collective energy, or a Kundalini rising, where the physical nervous system tries to process high frequency stress or awakening. So, and we've also got resistance to evolution. So the friction between your soul's desire to change and your ego's tight grip on familiar safety patterns. So those are some reasons, those are some findings of work from Louise Hay's book. Also psychological, emotional, and spiritual reasons as well. Let me know if any of those resonated. I'm going to go into a bunch of affirmations you can do, and then a little bit of a sound healing for you if this is something that you're going through right now. And so what I will do is I will read the affirmations, also using the tuning fork, so you can say them along with me. You can feel them in your body, or you can whatever works for you. You can just feel it. You can just receive. This is a little gift from me to you. So let's get into that now. And let me know if which one you feel resonated with you, and if you had any little like alarm dings go off when you were like listening to any of those. I'd love to hear your feedback. So I have got the beautiful tuning forks from Aline McCusick, Biofield Tuning, and I'm going to be using the 174 hertz today. This one helps with pain, and it's almost got like a nice natural anesthetic, I don't know if I said that word right, property of this tone. And I use this in my sound healing. It's very relaxing, and it helps with pain. So enjoy, say along these affirmations, or just receive them. I love and approve of myself. I see myself and what I do with eyes of love. I am safe. I trust the flow of life. I let go of the need to control everything. I release the need to be perfect. I step out of my head and into my heart. I deeply love and accept myself. I breathe in peace and breathe out tension. I honor my body's need for rest. I am enough, exactly as I am. I am all that is. I want you to imagine your body is whole, perfect, and complete and healed. And as you go to bed tonight, you can speak to your body and say, I am happy, healthy, and full of light. Every day, my body is renewed and restored. And just feel that. Just feel it being renewed and restored every minute. Every minute is a new moment in the now. Now that actually helped me. I had a bit of a headache and that helped me. Let me know if today helped you, and like and subscribe, and hope to see you back here soon. Thank you for joining me in today's video. See you in the next one.
Remember who you are when the screen goes dark, when the noise falls quiet.